Hello, Washington Avenue. It's been a long time coming, and I've been excited about getting to make this particular announcement. We want to explain our plan for regathering at WAC in the coming weeks. It has been indeed much too long since we've been in the house together worshiping our Lord. I can't wait. I must say first that this is all tentative. Given the COVID numbers in our region, the governor could well reinstate some restrictions that might change our plans. So as always in this time, please be flexible. Our hope at present, Lord willing, is to join many churches in Amarillo who are beginning to gather again on Sunday, June 7th. I will be sending out written instructions and the guidelines we will be following in our first phase of regathering. They are too detailed to completely explain here, but I did want to get this initial announcement out to you so that the flow of information will be uniform and hopefully correct, and you can be making plans. Please understand that the WACC you come back to will not, for a season, look like the one you left back in March, any more than our stores and restaurants and barbershops are in any way back to normal. We are being required by the state to meet many of the same standards as most other businesses. Our ability to operate safely and without further governmental interference somewhat depends on how well we pull this off, which, in a word or two, means staying well. Let me say that if you are in a high-risk category, very elderly, or having significant underlying health conditions, or any kind of symptoms that could possibly be or even be construed as having this virus, you're encouraged to remain home, both for your safety and that of others. We will continue to provide video format services into the future so that you will still be able to worship with us at home, if that is best for you. Our tentative soft start schedule for worship at the church will be 2 services, identical and blended in style, at 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock on Sunday mornings. For now, worship services will be the only public activities scheduled at the church during this time of restart and learning how to navigate a lot of new habits. No child care will be provided, and families and children of all ages are welcome in the sanctuary. We will provide a cry area and a nursing mother's room. Since we are required to employ physical distance parameters, when you come into the sanctuary, staff and volunteer ushers will be on hand to help you find a seat. Please do not be upset if you are seated somewhere other than your normal seat, which will be likely. We may be taking attendance. Communion will be provided, but handled without the passing of trays, and all offerings will be left in the drop boxes on the walls by the sanctuary doors. When the service is over, we will dismiss systematically in an orderly fashion, and mingling will be restricted to primarily outdoor areas. We will be adapting our flow to create open doors and minimal touch required entrances and exits, and as hard as it is for us, we will encourage you to not shake hands or give hugs for now. That's a tough one. While we're not going to call them required, we are going to encourage the wearing of masks, even though it seems very, very, very strange. The staff will be wearing masks except when we're on stage, but do hear this. The church will be a no judgment zone on this issue, and we will not become the COVID police. Do understand that if any one of us is tested positive, it might result in 2 weeks of quarantine for all of us, so being safe is worth the effort. Due to the limitations of space in our main sanctuary and the total unpredictability at this point of family size or even levels of participation, we will provide for overflow video feeds in the fellowship hall and possibly other large rooms. Once the sanctuary is filled to the dictated capacity, we will ask other members to either attend worship in an overflow room or come back at the next hour. If needed, we'll be prepared to begin adding additional services so as to accommodate as many as possible. And as it becomes possible and safer, we will stand ready and are already planning to find ways to get our many other ancillary programs back up and running. It will take time, so be patient. That's kind of the thumbnail sketch of how, when, why, and what. Please read the more detailed info when it comes out, and please don't expect our gatherings to be instantly business as usual, because sadly, they won't be. Still, gathering at all is better than not gathering at all. And more than anything, please remember to pray that God will rein in and reign in this virus and allow us to learn the lessons well it has provided, or that He will continue to provide and care for those it has harmed most. Maybe that helping will come through us. Let's be watching for opportunities. Let me say thank you again to all of you who have generously continued your support to the Lord's Church during this time. We understand, which is obvious from your giving, that it all belongs to the Lord anyway. But we could not have made it through this far without your generous and consistent giving. I am continually awed and humbled by this church's generosity. Please help spread this word, especially to those of our number who may not be connected to the information trail. Each of you matter very much to us, and we look forward with joy to being together again as God allows. Until then, trust God, keep calm, carry on, and don't be so afraid of dying that you fail to live. God bless you.